All right, guys, the Utah Jazz get a nice win over the Detroit Pistons. I say nice a lot. It's okay because it was a nice win. This is the Hoops Nerd postgame show. Okay, so this game in the first half didn't seem all that competitive, but you've got to give the Detroit Pistons a lot of credit for them fighting back this whole game. At no point did they ever really give up on this game, and they made it interesting at the end. If you're a Jazz fan, you can't be super happy with how that game ended. I actually don't think it's really that big a deal. I see people online kind of complaining about the game and the Jazz effort at the end of the game and how it's a problem. It's not really a problem. It's the Jazz were up by near 30 points in the first half, and they just took their foot off the gas and were able to coast to a victory. And just when it got within 4 at the end, Bojan Bogdanovic hits a couple nice threes, and the Jazz just missed some threes in that second half. That if the three falls like it was in the first half, we're not really worried about a close game or anything like that. As far as the Detroit Pistons, we've talked about them before. I have a hard time knowing exactly what's going on with the Pistons. They have multiple directions they could go. They've got Blake Griffin with that big contract. They signed Jeremy Grant, who's actually turned out to be really nice for the Pistons. I mean, tonight 27 points, and it just seems like he effortlessly scores that, and it's he's a legit stud in this league. He might even be an all-star this year. We might that would be interesting, but there's just so many different directions, and when they've got so many different things going on, they don't really have a clear identity of who they are or what they do. Killian Hayes is out. You didn't see him. I think Sadiq Bey's coming off the bench. Let me know if I'm wrong in the comments, Pistons fans. But so they've got a few prospects that are kind of interesting. Killian Hayes is kind of looking like you should have drafted Halliburton. I mean, not we'll see. Jury's out. Maybe he turns into something really nice, but so far not great, and he's injured, so I guess it's a kind of a you can't really tell. But you know what? It's leading to them having 5 wins on the season and looking at another lottery, and I don't know what their lottery pick situation is. Hopefully they still have their pick. I don't know. Let me know in the comments. This upcoming draft apparently is pretty good, so maybe this is what's best for the Pistons. Just ride this out. You've got Jeremy Grant. If you can get a star in the draft, then maybe you've got something going here. But for now, it's not great, and the Jazz looked like they dominated them. No, it didn't look like it. They did. They just kind of let their foot off the gas in the second half and couldn't hit threes, and then it got a little too close for comfort. The player of the game for the Jazz was Donovan Mitchell, and this was a nice thing for Utah to see because Donovan has struggled the last 2 or 3 games, and you've got to give him a little bit of slack because a lot of that was from the concussion, likely. Although before that concussion happened, he wasn't looking great in that game he was in when he got it. But he looked elite in the first half, and tonight just put up incredible numbers. Tonight, Donovan Mitchell was 10 of 17 from the field. He took 11 free throws, and that is the thing that will set him up for superstardom. Tonight, 32 points, and I promise you, 8 of those points from free throws is what is going to happen. My dog's chewing on... Audrey, stop that. My dog's chewing on the furniture. She was annoyed at the Jazz, and so she's ruining my furniture. But 32 points from Donovan Mitchell tonight. 8 of 11 from the free throw line. That's superstar stuff. When you're getting those points from the free throw line, it's great. It's fantastic, and that's what's going to set Donovan Mitchell apart. 4 for 7 from 3, 6 rebounds, only 1 assist. Although how many times in that second half did he set up guys for open threes? Whether it was Royce, at the very end you saw him set up Mike Conley for an open 3. Did not knock him down. He should have had more assists. It was frustrating. The guy who really saved the day in a lot of ways, Bojan Bogdanovic, hits those 2 threes at the end, and this is now 3 games in a row where Bojan Bogdanovic looks like last year's Bojan Bogdanovic. He looks great. Tonight he was 5 for 12 from the field, 50% from 3, 4 for 8, 3 rebounds, 3 assists. This team is moving the ball. So you've got Bojan Bogdanovic, who's a scorer. He's score-first player. That's what he does. That's what he's paid to do. And he's passing the ball. 3 assists for Bojan Bogdanovic. The other player who I really loved and had my favorite assist of the game was Jordan Clarkson. 1 assist, but it was Jordan Clarkson. And this is what we've talked about with Jordan Clarkson, is that some teams are still going off of old, scouting reports on him, that he just shoots the ball when he's got it. It was amazing. Bojan Bogdanovic was in the corner. Jordan Clarkson drove to the hoop, and Bojan Bogdanovic's man double teamed on him because he thought that Jordan Clarkson was just going to take the shot And Jordan Clarkson kicks it out to Bojan Bogdanovic and hits the corner three. Bang! And that's winning basketball. So when you have Jordan Clarkson, who's typically known as a bucket getter, and that's what you need him to do when he's on the floor, but if he gives you just the threat that he will pass to the open guy, that is what sets you up to win basketball games. And Jordan Clarkson doing that is big time stuff. Let's see, Josh Williams, Griffin taking time from the young guys. Yes, but he's being paid $1 bajillion, and you just kind of have to play him. I'd like to see Saddiq Bey on the floor more. He looked nice tonight, but he only played for I don't know how long. Tonight, Saddiq Bey played for, let's see, Saddiq Bey, sorry, I'm looking it up. Where is he? Saddiq Bey on the, there he is at the very bottom. 10 minutes. He needs to play more minutes than that. It's not enough. He's a really nice player and prospect, and he could be a cornerstone of what they do. Not a lot else to say. I mean, it got close, but the Jazz pulled away. Rudy Gobert's defense was really great in the first half. Not as good in the second. He looked a little slow. I don't know if Rudy's tired, getting worn down a little bit. I don't know. But Rudy did not look in the second half quite Rudy-esque, and you just want him to get to that next level. So, guys, that's all I got to say. Like and subscribe to the channel. Oh, and by the way, Royce O'Neal put back up. Royce O'Neal is becoming vital to what the Jazz do. He has been fantastic for Utah. And if you aren't noticing what he's doing, he's upped his game. He is driving to the hoop and scoring. He is driving to the hoop and kicking out. He's hitting open threes. And we know what he does on the defensive end. His defense is really solid right now, and if you put him on the floor with another guy that can defend guards, this Jazz defense becomes elite. So really nice to see Royce O'Neal taking things to another level. Guys, that's all I got. Like and subscribe to the channel. Make sure you're hitting that bell so you know when we go live and things. That would be great.